Segment the upsell. Why your 9 buyer and your $200 client should never see the same cross-sell. Pitching a coaching call to someone who just bought a cheap template, or a template to someone who just paid for coaching, is how good cross-sells fall flat. Most creators build one cross-sell and show it to everyone. Someone buys a $9 checklist, and the confirmation screen offers them a $497 coaching package. Someone else pays $200 for a strategy call, and the follow-up email pitches them a 12-template pack. Both offers might be genuinely good products. Both will flop, because the buyer on the other end has already told you, with real money, what tier of relationship they're ready for, and you just ignored the signal. The fix isn't a better offer. It's matching the offer to the buyer who's actually in front of you. The mismatch that quietly kills conversion. Think about what a purchase actually tells you. A $9 has told you they wanted a low-risk way to solve one specific problem, fast, without a conversation. A $200 client has told you they trust you enough to hand over real money and probably real time, a call, an onboarding form, a wait for a session slot. These are not the same person on a spectrum. They're two different relationships with two different expectations, and the cross-sell has to speak to the relationship the buyer just chose, not the one you wish they'd chosen. When a $9 buyer sees a $497 coaching pitch right after checkout, the gap itself is the objection. Nothing in the last 5 minutes justified a 55x jump in commitment. When a $200 client gets offered a 12 template right after a call, it can read as a downgrade instead of a next step. Neither buyer says any of this out loud. They just don't click. And you chalk it up to, upsells don't work for my audience, when really the targeting was the problem. Draw the lanes before you write the offer. Before you design a single cross-sell, split your buyers into lanes based on what they've already paid, not on assumptions about who they are. A simple 2-lane system beats a complicated 10-tier model because you'll actually maintain it. Most creators do fine with 3. An entry lane for anything under roughly $20, a mid-lane from about $20, $150, and a premium lane for coaching or anything north of $150. Your store.fan customer list already shows who bought what, so building these lanes is a sorting exercise, not a research project. What actually works in each lane? Entry lane buyers move on price and immediacy. They just proved they'll act on a low friction yes, so the next offer should be more of the same energy. Another template in the same style, a bundle of free guides at a small discount, or a fast add-on that completes what they just bought. A discount code for 15% off a second item, shown right on the download page, converts far better than any attempt to leap them straight into a big commitment. Mid-lane buyers already trust the depth of what you teach. They paid for a course, not just a PDF. The right cross-sell extends the same transformation rather than introducing a new one. A live Q&A add-on, an accountability cohort, or a companion resource that helps them finish what they bought. This is also the lane where a nudge toward your pro plan, richer store blocks, email campaigns, makes sense if you sell to fellow creators, since it extends the same skill they just invested in. Premium lane buyers already bought your time. Don't sell them a downloadable next, sell them more of you. A follow-up session, priority access to your next cohort, or an invite into a small paid membership all land because they extend a relationship the client already chose. This is where the biggest revenue sits per person, and where a sloppy cross-sell does the most damage. A tone-deaf pitch spends real trust for nothing. The upsell isn't a new pitch. It's a continuation of the yes they already gave you, just further down the same road. Set a price jump ceiling. One number does more work than any copywriting trick. The multiple between what someone just paid and what you're about to offer them. As a rough rule, keep the jump inside 3-5x the original purchase for a cold cross-sell shown right after checkout. A $9 buyer can plausibly say yes to a $27.45 offer without a conversation. Asking that same buyer to jump straight to $500 skips several trust steps, and skipped steps show up as a lower conversion rate. If you genuinely want that $9 buyer in your $500 program eventually, build the middle rungs. That's what the mid lane is for. Pull your customer list and sort buyers into entry, mid, and premium lanes by what they last paid. Write one cross-sell per lane. 3 offers total, not one offer for everyone. Check that each offer is within roughly 3-5x of what that lane just paid. Match the ask to the relationship. More stuff for entry, deeper outcome for mid, more of you for premium. Set the delivery point, download page, confirmation email, or a follow-up broadcast a few days later. Add a discount code for entry and mid lanes. Skip discounting the premium lane. It undercuts the value of your time. A quick gut check. Before you launch a cross-sell, ask, would I be comfortable if the buyer read this offer out loud back to me right after their last purchase? If it sounds like a stretch, it probably is. Where store.fan makes the lanes easy to run. None of this requires new tooling. It requires using what's already in front of you differently. Your customer list is the sorting mechanism. It shows exactly what each person bought, which is the only input you need to assign a lane. Discount codes let you tune the entry and mid-lane offers without touching your base pricing. And because delivery is automatic, buyers get their download link or course access instantly on screen and by email. You can safely attach the next lane offer to that same moment. If you haven't set up your product ladder yet, a live example store shows how creators lay out entry, mid, and premium offers side by side. If you're still selling a single product at a single price, segmentation is a moot exercise. There's nothing to sort buyers into yet. That's the more foundational fix. Start free and add at least a low and a high tier before you worry about cross-sell copy. Once real tiers exist, the segmentation here turns into pure upside, because you're finally showing each buyer an offer that matches the yes they already gave you. Common mistakes to avoid. Using the same cross-sell copy across every price tier, because it's less work to maintain. Discounting a premium coaching offer to make the jump feel smaller. It just cheapens the tier instead. Waiting weeks to follow up with mid and premium buyers, losing the momentum of a recent yes. Assuming a buyer's follow account or social profile tells you more than their actual purchase does. Building 5 tiers when 3 would be easier to maintain and just as effective. Key takeaways. A single cross-sell shown to every buyer ignores the strongest signal you have, what they just paid. Split your customer list into at least 2 lanes, low commitment buyers and high commitment clients. Before you write a single upsell, cheap tier buyers respond to more of the same category at a similar price. Premium buyers respond to depth, access, and time, not more stuff. The jump between tiers should never be more than roughly 3-5x the original purchase, or it reads as a bait and switch. Your customer list and discount codes make tier-based segmentation genuinely easy to run without new software. Start your creator store, free, at store.fan,